Hello, hello, hello everyone. My name is Teresa Siderio and I am your Jersey Mama. The last time I did a video, quite a few people said that everything was too small, they couldn't see, even though I was using my phone, and I decided that I needed a bigger tripod for my iPad. So what I did was I decided to go out. I ordered it from Amazon, the tripod and the extra thingamajig that holds the iPad. That's real technical terms, the thingamajig. So hopefully, let's see if somebody, I see one person coming on. That's good, good. Oh, there's another one. Who is it? Hi, Rebecca. Hi, T. How are you? So anyway, today I am going to make a New England clam chowder soup. This is my recipe. You know, through the years, people tell me, gave me different ways of doing it. The Food Network gave me different ways, you know, certain ways of doing it. And then I just kind of like adapted it to my way because I need something fast. And this is a really, really fast recipe. Fast recipe. So what I did was, let me turn this off. For your clam chowder, I took 1 onion, I took 3 cloves of garlic chopped fine, I took some celery and my carrots, and hopefully you can see all this. That is that. I used my Ninja. So in order to make it chopped real easy, because this is a fast recipe. You're going to put your clams in at the last minute because you don't want those clams to cook too long, because if not, they're going to be rough and tough, and then they'll stick it between your teeth if you got caps and all that other stuff. So we don't want that, but we still want that flavor. So this is what I did. In my Ninja, I chopped some celery, onion, garlic, and carrots. Okay. Potatoes. These are the small potatoes. You could part boil them, and so this way the skin comes off faster. Or someone even said you can use like canned potatoes, because you're just putting them in the soup, which would make it a whole lot easier. You won't have so many steps when you do that. So these are the small potatoes. I cut them in quarters. I have 4 jars of clam juice, okay? I don't use any water. I use strictly clam juice because of the flavor. You want your flavor. It's New England clam chowder. Okay. What I also did was I got bacon. In fact, I gotta crumble this up. I used about 5 pieces of bacon. I cooked 3 first, and then I realized, you know what might make this good? And all you do is you crumble it, and you're going to put that in there. But I figured, you know what might make it better? I know sometimes some people, and I got grease all over my hands, I hate that. I know some people like to use butter, and I used to use butter too, but because I'm still on that, still on the Mediterranean diet, there's you got to pick and choose, you know? So try to go less fat, but yet you're getting pieces of the bacon fat. Because after I did the 3 pieces of bacon, I threw the grease out, and I went, oh no, I really want a different flavor. Hi. So that's what I'm doing today. So in this pan, what I did was I did another 2 pieces of bacon, and there's about 2 tablespoons of bacon fat, right? I know, I'm going to be like going to the gym tomorrow. Well, my daughter's moving, so we're going to be going over there. I'll do a lot of exercise for that. And then I got fat-free cream, half and half. Fat-free, half and half. And what I did was I took 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I mixed it up in here. And you want it nice and smooth because you're going to put this in the soup. But this will give it some type of thickening agent. Now, I love it when it's real thick. However, it doesn't, if my stomach gets affected by it, so I can't have it. And then I used, Cento puts out a clam that's a whole clam. These are whole baby clams, okay? I used 1 can of the Cento whole baby clams. They're just in their natural juices. In fact, let me see if I have it. Hold on. Here we go. I keep a bag over there, especially when I'm using cans and bottles and I'm cooking, so this way I consolidate it. It's not all over the counter, it's just in the bag, and then I just throw it in recycling. So this is the clams I'm using. This is the whole, it's the whole shelled baby clams by Cento, okay? I use 1 can of that. Do what you have to do. And then I used 4 cans of the, hold on. Here we go. Oh, this is Bumblebee chopped clams. Okay, you can use any kind of canned clams. I mean, everything, of course, is best if you use fresh ingredients, and fresh clams would be phenomenal. However, I don't trust the clams that are out there, so the can is good for me, especially for this because it's so nice and easy. I used 4 cans. I like my clam chowder with a lot of clams. So basically now what we're going to do is that 2 tablespoons of bacon grease, I'm going to warm that up. And I'm going to put, no, not my clams, I'm going to put my celery, onion, garlic, and carrots. I love the flavor of carrots in a broth. You can really taste it. It really has a nice flavor. So you let that simmer in the bacon grease. My daughter's moving, and so this is her first apartment, so most of my stuff that I would normally use, I'm giving her because I have a lot of stuff, but unfortunately now I need the stuff that I gave her. So, well, anyway. So you're gonna saute this up. Looks so good. You gotta smell it real good. I'm going to use some, you could either use the less salt, but I ran out, or you can grind some fresh salt in here. I want to see, hold on, let me go this way. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for jumping on. Okay. Can you see that better? Does that look nice? Better? Okay. Fresh ground pepper. Kathy, I told Tilda that I would go out to lunch with you next time. Sorry I couldn't make it this week. This is really quick and easy. I mean, the only thing that's probably going to take a little bit of time is doing your bacon first, or if you're going to boil your potatoes. That's probably going to take the most time, because other than that, it takes about 25 minutes to put the soup together. And because the potatoes are already partially cooked and you're going to put them in the broth, you're going to wind up getting that flavor into the potato as well. That clam sauce or the clam juice is going to go right into the potato. I love this protein shake, it's the best. Alright. So now that that's simmered in here, or cooked in with the bacon grease, I have another big pot. I use this pot. Well, now that there's only going to be a few of us, or 2 of us here, this is my small pot. You should see my big pots. I got pots this big and about this big. Because you know, when you make soup, you got to make enough for your mother, you got to make enough for somebody down the street, you got to make enough for whoever's sick. You got to make enough to hopefully put in the freezer. And I got a feeling that now that most of my kids are out, who's going to want some. Okay. This is where you're going to start adding your clam juice. Shake it up real good because it has some sediment on the bottom. I was going to start counting in Spanish only because I've been teaching my 20-month-old granddaughter to count in Spanish. She has a really good accent on her too. I use any type of clam juice you can get on sale. One week I got this on sale. And then last week, because I really wanted to get on last week, but I was away for a convention, so I wasn't able to hop on and do anything. Plus the fact I wanted to wait for my stand. See? All nice and easy. And then all you do is throw this in the recycling. But I'll just leave it over here for now. So you're going to hit this up again with a little bit more salt. Now you got to be careful with the salt because what's going to happen, you don't want it because there's already probably salt and everything in the clam juice. So you really don't want to put that much in. You can also, if I remembered to get it, I just forgot. I was just doing on that day, so I forgot to get like fresh nutmeg. At the very end, you can ground some fresh nutmeg in here, and it really adds a nice flavor to it. This is where you're going to add the potatoes. You're going to wait till this really comes to a boil. And because I have a high flame on here, it heats up pretty fast. How many of you like clam chowder? Especially on a cold day like today, right? I try not to make it too thick, only because of the fact I like to taste the flavor. Sometimes you get it in the stores. I know I like it creamy, but I don't like it thick where it feels like it's sticking in your mouth and you have nothing but the taste of that. I don't know. I like it a little loose. Dude, throw your already cooked potatoes in there. Always remember, try to clean up as you go. Makes it easier. And now while that is cooking, because it's coming to a nice boil, and it's okay, you don't want to add your clams until the very end, because if not, it's going to come, I believe I said it already, it'll come out real thick and real tough, and it's going to wind up getting into your, if you have any type of denture wear, it's going to get up into your dentures, and it's just a pain in the neck to clean out. So once that's in there, that's coming to a boil, you're going to throw your clams in. Oh my God, it's starting to look so good! I can't stand it. Sometimes I can really cook good. Sometimes it just doesn't come out. Like Sunday, I decided to make, I had veal and I had ground pork. So I said, you know what? Ground veal. I didn't have any ground meat. I was making a pot of gravy or a pot of sauce. In Italy, they say sauce, but in this area, they say gravy. And because I didn't have any ground meat, I went, I'll make veal meatballs. How bad could they be? They were the worst meatballs I've ever made in my life. They were horrible. They were horrible. They were soft. You know what it is? It was soft. Plus the fact when you take your ground meat out of the freezer and it settles, you get that, it gets wet, and I hate that. And I don't even know why it was sitting in my freezer. I probably bought it, stuck it in the freezer because I knew I wasn't going to use it, and then I realized I had it. I usually buy all my meat and everything, and I let it sit there for at least 2 or 3 days because it might be my next 3 days of cooking. So, and I like my meat fresh. So this way, I don't know, it just cooks better. You know, when you got that ground meat, and like I said, it was all watery. It was horrible. It was horrible. Okay, so you're going to let this simmer. Maybe 3 minutes. That's all you're going to do. 3 minutes. Now, What else was I going to tell you, you girls out there, or you guys out there? My favorite soup, I don't know about you, but these are like my favorite soups. This one I don't make enough of. It's so easy to make, and I don't know why. You know, my husband will say, my husband likes salads, so he'll say, give me a nice salad. And I'm like, a nice salad? What the heck is a nice salad? Well, he means with everything in it. And I'd rather cook a full course meal than make a salad and chop up everything that has to go in a salad. I'd rather cook a full course meal. That other stuff is too much. But I learned next time all of a sudden it dawned on me when I was making a salad in the supermarket. I said I could just buy the lettuce and buy all the stuff and then come home and wash it and then buy all the stuff that's already chopped at the ShopRite or wherever you go to the supermarket at their salad bowl. Throw everything, all the stuff. And I did that one day and he goes, wow, this is really a nice salad. I was like, okay, good. So, all right. So now that it's starting to boil, I'm going to stir this, the fat-free half and half, and the cornstarch in here. I'm going to pour it while it's simmering. Pour about half in there because with that cornstarch it's going to thicken it. And if you want it real thick, then you can always add more cornstarch. But remember, you always have to add the cornstarch to something that is cold. Never add the cornstarch to something that is hot, like a hot broth, because it doesn't thicken it well. It doesn't do it justice. Can you imagine the flavor that it's going to be now that you got a little bit of the bacon fat? Oh, it's coming out nice. Oh, this is going to be really, really good. Make sure when you saute your onion, your carrots, and your celery and your garlic, make sure you saute it on a low heat for purposes for today. I went a little faster, but I also chopped it up in my Ninja a little bit finer too, so this way it cooked better. But you know when it starts, you can see through the onion and it gets soft. That's when you could start adding all your other ingredients that I did right a couple minutes ago, and it turned out really, really good out there. I know some people had asked me to make some pasta vajol. I was considering making the pasta vajol, but I just didn't want anything with gravy again, with the red sauce to it. I wanted something different. But I will make it. I have to bring it to my docs. I used to work in Family Practice Group and Family Practice Associates in Washington Township on Fries Mill Road, and I used to make the pasta vajol for everybody, and my doctors absolutely loved it. So John Venuti, I haven't forgotten about you. I am still going to make your pasta vajol, and I'm going to make it for Rob Venuti too, and ask the other docs if they want it. I don't remember if Mike Robinson liked it. So anyway, now that is all incorporated and it has thickened up quite a bit, this is where you're going to add your bacon. You're just going to crumble up your bacon. And put it in there. I got paper towels. How many of you cook when you wash your hands, you always use a paper towel? I always used to use a napkin. When my mother-in-law used to live here, she used to go through paper towels like crazy. It's like we were going through rolls of paper towels for like every 3 days. A big roll of paper towels. And she used it every time she washed her hands. And now all of a sudden I'm starting to do the same thing. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's looking good, everyone. Okay, so let me put a little bit in there. It smells so good. I'm trying to find a piece of bacon. I don't know what happened to the bacon. Oh, here we go. I want to take a picture. So this way when I post it on Facebook, you can see what it looks like. Oh, come on. I have so many instruments going right now. I got my laptop over here. I'm telling you, the what modern technology is unbelievable. Here's my. You can turn that off. That's all done. Okay. So everybody, take a look at this. Can you see it? Can you smell it? Yes. Yes. Hi, Ann. Okay. See how good it looks? I'm going to taste it. Right? Like, you need to see what's going inside my mouth. Hold on. Hold on. I got to let you know if it tastes like poison. Oh my God, the smell. Yes, the smell is so good. Oh my God, I just got a piece of bacon with the clam and a little piece of the potato. Oh, that's good. I outdid myself. So anyway, that is my New England clam chowder. You know, grab a pencil. You can, because this is on live Facebook, you can rewind it or back it up, replay it. Those of you who like what I'm making, say love it in the comments. Those of you who want to see a different type of soup or anything, I know one of you has asked me for crock pot recipes. I'm going to do that. But the problem is, I'm going to have to videotape it and then put it up, because it sits there and cooks. I'm not going to be able to get a video out where you can see the product right away, because it sits there and cooks in the crock pot. And from what everybody tells me, I'm not a crock pot person. I've done a couple things. I've done desserts. I did a chocolate lava cake in the crock pot when my daughter was doing her reveal party. So, and that cooked in the crock pot for 2 hours. But let me tell you something, it was the best thing that I ever made in the crock pot. But for the most part, I like to cook on the stove. You know, that's where I feel like I'm best at. That's where I feel more comfortable giving you recipes that I like, that come out really, really good. So, this is Teresa Siderio. I hope you enjoyed this segment. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Ciao. Jersey Mama signing off.